When my partner and I first heard the word infertility, it felt like a life sentence. We were told we would need injections, medication, possibly IVF. The roller coaster of hope and loss became our new normal. But then I came across something unexpected, not a new hormone drug, not another injection, something from the world of nanotechnology. At first I thought, nano, what? But as I dug deeper, I realized there is something quietly revolutionary going on. A future where tiny engineered particles could support fertility in men and women in ways we never imagined. Today, I want to share our story, the science behind it, and why it matters, especially if you are walking this path too. We tried for over 2 years, every month, the hope, the tears, the disappointment. I remember the emptiness of another negative test, the ache of feelings powerless, and the fear. What if her body just could not do this without huge medical intervention? One evening, I found a research article in a quiet moment how nanotechnology might one day change fertility treatment. It felt almost like a whisper of hope. I thought, could there be a path that does not involve daily injection, constant monitoring, heavy expenses? It was not a promise, but it was a possibility, and in our world of uncertainty, possibility is gold. Let's break it down. Nanotechnology refers to the engineering and use of particles or devices at the scale of nanometers. That's that's the billions of a meter. These tiny tools can do big things, deliver drugs to specific cells, sense environments inside the body, or even act as an microscopic machine. In reproductive science, researchers are exploring possibilities like diagnosing a hidden fertility issue with nanosensors. Number two, targeting reproductive tissues or cells with precision. Number three, reducing side effects by delivering treatment only where needed instead of systematic injection. For example, a team from University of Oxford used silicon nanoparticle envelopes to probe sperm defects in cases of unexplained infertility. University of Oxford and another study found that during ovulation, nanoparticle accumulation in the ovaries doubled in mice, showing how the reproductive system interacts uniquely with nanomaterials. Which is Houston Methodist Scholars Plus One. This does not mean there is a ready-made nano fertility pill yet, but it shows the framework of what might be possible. Now, let's imagine how this might work in practice. For women, suppose a nanosensor is deployed non-invasively to detect subtle issue in the ovaries or fallopian tubes, things that standard tests miss. That early detection could identify barriers or conception before IVF becomes the next step. Number two, the nanocarriers might deliver therapeutic agents locally to the uterus or ovaries, reducing systematic injection, side effects, and cost. Research and endometriosis shows nanotechnology is already being developed for targeted therapy. For men, nanotechnology might help protect sperm from oxidative stress. There is animal research showing nanomaterial used in breeding programs, RAMs, to improve sperm preservation. And nanosensor could evaluate sperm quality or detect hidden dysfunctions beyond standard semen analysis. So, because you are potentially treating the root cause earlier, more precisely and less invasively, if we can intervene earlier with nano tools to correct or bypass subtle dysfunction, then maybe the conventional route of injection, stimulate, retrieves, IVF becomes less necessary. This is still emerging science, but the potential is profound. When I pictured going through injection, time away for procedures, emotional fatigue, I began to question what if we could have a gentler path. I asked myself, what if the body could be supported quietly at a cellular level, aided by nanotools, instead of bombarded with hormones? It did not mean we abandoned our conventional journey, but it opened a new angle for hope. When we allowed ourselves to believe that there might be another way, it changed our mindset. And mindset matters deeply in fertility. This journey is emotional, and sometimes a new scientific possibility brings light when the existing paths feel dark. Now, to be very clear, these ideas are not yet clinically treatments for infertility. You can walk into a clinic and get, here is what the literature says. A review entitled The Impact of Metal Nanoparticles on Female Reproductive System, Risk and Opportunities, summaries that nanoparticles can accumulate in reproductive organ and may disrupt function depending on size, charge, composition. Number 2, the Oxford study with silica nanoparticles shows diagnostic potential for sperm, but again early stage. Number 3, animal studies in ram shows nanotechnology can protect sperm sample, good for livestock breeding, but human translation remains distant. Number 4, research is ongoing into lipid nanoparticles and pregnancy safe design. For example, Carnegie Mellon University and University of Pittsburgh looked at how nanoparticle behavior changes in pregnancy. So the gaps, human clinical trials for fertility using nanotech are extremely limited. Long-term safety, especially for reproductive system, is not fully proven. Some studies show adverse effect of nanoparticle in model. Number 3, ethical regulatory framework around nanomedicine in reproductive health need development. In short, it's exciting, but proceed with realistic expectation. Remember, for right now, the standard of care remains conventional medical fertility treatments until nanotech makes the leap. So, if you are on a fertility journey and hearing about nanotechnology for the first time, here is how you might incorporate this information today. Number 1, stay informed. Ask your fertility specialist about any emerging technologies. Awareness matters. Number 2, ask question. If you are told about a novel treatment involving nanotech, ask, is it clinical, FDA health regulator approved, and what are the risks? Number 3, prepare your body. Nanotech might augment biology, but you still want that biology in the best shape possible. Good nutrition, minimize toxins, healthy sperm, egg, and parameter. Number 4, be open-minded but grounded. Know the difference, promise research versus proven therapy. Number 5, support emotional health, because whether you go the nanotech route in the future or the more conventional route now, the emotional journey is real. Celebrate small wins, seek support, and allow hope. In our story, knowing that there might be a future with less invasive options gave us relief, even while we continued other steps. So even if the nanotools are not yet our treatment, the awareness of them changed our mindset, and that matters too. To everyone watching this, whether you are just starting this journey, in the middle of it, or supporting someone through it, the future of fertility might look very different than what we have known now. Tiny particles engineered to support life in a ways previously impossible. But your body, your hope, your story, those remain in the center. Thank you for sharing this time with me. If this resonates, share it with someone who might need a glimmer of hope today. Because sometimes the journey is not just about finding the answer; it's about believing there could be one. Until next time, stay strong, stay informed, and stay hopeful. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.